Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Daily Rants show. This one might get a little heated. This one might be a little controversial, but that's what I'm here for. I'm here to find the truth. Not really. I don't really care. I do not care about this topic at all. Now, let's just get right into it. So, first of all, I'm going to start by saying that I am religious, but I do not belong to a single religion. I believe in God. I believe in Jesus Christ. I believe in do good, do good, do good. Don't steal, don't kill. Um, I don't know about not lying. I feel like everyone lies. But that's about it. That's about it. That's where it stops. Now, I want to talk today about Noah's Ark. Now, I really enjoy the story of Noah's Ark. Because I don't think I don't think I know the entire story. I just know the cliff notes, the rain comes and it rains for 40 days and 40 nights. And, Noah has to collect two of every animal. And I think that's really, really hilarious to me, that premise. Two of every animal. So, first things first, why? 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 Why the boat? Couldn't have God just said, "Hey Noah, what's happened? What's cracking? Go to this spot on the earth and I will raise up an island and then you can just live there with all the animals on an island. It'll be much, much higher than the sea level and you can just live there." But instead he makes this motherfucker build a giant ass boat. To me, more work should have been put on the big man. The big man can make islands. I don't know why he didn't just make an island for Noah. I understand that it was to test Noah, but I would have been pissed. Me personally, I would have been pissed. I would have been pissed if I had to build that shit. I'd be like, what? So that's the first number one. Second, how the logistics of it. To house that many animals of different species for that long, especially the carnivores. That's what I'm talking about, especially the carnivores. My question is that did Noah bring a couple extra zebras for the lions? I haven't read the story, so I don't know. Maybe he did. But, God said two of every animal. So what if he brought maybe 20 zebras? How would he decide which two to keep alive? Because those lions have to eat something, I think. Unless God made them I don't know, nice or something. But that's always kind of bothered me. It's always kind of rubbed me the wrong way. And this is a common talking point, but the mosquitoes. The mosquitoes. God told Noah to collect 2 mosquitoes. How does he even do that? How do you get 2 mosquitoes on the boat? And why would you want 2 mosquitoes on the boat? I understand that all of God's creatures are important, but mosquitoes are mosquitoes. You know how many people mosquitoes have killed? If I'm getting on a boat, I'm not inviting Ted Bundy. He can drown. I don't care. I don't care if the mosquitoes drown. So that's what I've always had an issue with. So, okay, next point. The shit. Can you imagine being on a boat with thousands, tens of thousands of animals? Where does the shit go? Does it go overboard? Maybe. But the monumental task of just keeping that boat afloat is impossible. 1 or 2 elephant shits and that boat would be completely underwater. Completely. And so that's always bothered me as well. Just the logistics of it all. And another thing is was Noah and his family vegan during this time? If they got hungry, did they eat a zebra or something? Eat a cow? Did they bring extra animals on this journey? Or did they just eat apples and shit? I don't know. It's always bothered me. I want you to think about this. This is your homework for tonight. I want you to think about this. Maybe all of these answers have already, maybe all these questions have already been answered. I have no idea. I've read like the cliff notes. I know like the basic. God was just like, everyone on the planet sucks. They're wicked. I'm going to kill them all. Could you imagine if he did that today? I don't know. I could probably live. I could probably tread water for 40 days. I don't know. I'd have to wait till it actually happens. So that's that. Little food for thought. Hopefully you think about the story more now that you understand my viewpoints. I appreciate you listening to this, and I will see you tomorrow.